Welcome back to another episode of the House of Aquarius podcast. It's your favorite Aquarius here. Make a wish. Wait. Bam. Make a wish. Back to bring you another one. Love talk. Love is in the air. It's almost spring around here. So I guess it's time to talk a little more about these things. I don't know if he's a subscriber or not, but my boy, my homie that I know personally, who may be a subscriber, if not, you should be. He said, yo, do this one compatibility one that I haven't done yet. So I thought about this and hey, if I haven't done it yet, why should I not let the fans hear what they want to hear? All right, so this one here, I was doing a little thinking before I press the play button here. I'm like, oh man, this is actually a little interesting. I gotta find the right dynamic, the right things, the right thingamabobs, jive and jazz, right? This one here is gonna be Aries man, Aries male, Taurus female. All right. Whew. I gotta take a little spin around the corner real quick because I gotta get my thoughts right for this one. Set the stage, right? So, as we already got here, we had a fire sign in Aries with the earth sign and Taurus. Okay? Start you off right there, right? So, automatically, we're off to a little rocky start, if you will say so, okay? Haha, Taurus, rocky earth. The puns are great. So, but fire sign, earth sign, as you click on Google, quick search up, it's already off to a bad start simply because fire and earth aren't always the best collaborations. And that's why I talked about the stuff to see how we can break it down, see if it's actually true or not. We have a masculine sign with the Aries, being that it's fire, and a feminine sign in Taurus, being that it's earth. Feminine and masculine aren't referring to genders, as I like to say every single time, just to make sure. I'll get their comments in the section below. It's about how they express themselves. Fire signs are more, masculine signs, not fire signs. Masculine signs are more expressive, verbalizing and displaying their thoughts and their actions and the motives and this kind of stuff. Whereas the feminine signs are they're less likely to be as expressive in regards to, I forgot my thing beep, sorry about that guys, it's annoying. I'm driving like a bus or a truck right now. But it's they're a lot more internalizing of the thoughts. So that's why we have a lot more things where people like to talk about the water signs and being like brooders or schemers, all that good stuff, because they're always a lot more inside in that regards. For the emotions, not the thoughts, or the thoughts with the emotions. I'm rambling too much, all right? So, now back here, around the corner, we are a cardinal sign of Aries. Starters, the motives, the movers, the shakers, to get things done crew. With a fixed sign in Taurus. Alright? So right here, first sign, second sign of the zodiac. First sign, second sign of the zodiacal calendar. Interesting, right? Interesting. So how do these people mesh together? First off, like I said before, and every other, more recent ones, one of the biggest things that tend to happen in this situation is the things that are contradictory with ourselves, we tend to be more attracted to in the short term. So the Aries is supposed to be more likely to be the more expressive, outgoing, not chauvinistic, but I'm loud, I'm here, I'm this, that, and third. And the Taurus is supposed to be the females, a little bit more, laid back, let things come to her, calm, cool, relaxed type situation. Not really doing much going for it, That's how it's supposed to be. But in this situation, there's actually one thing that I don't find to be very, very true here. Aries men, and I would say literally that's a little higher number. 87.3% of the Aries men that I know are not actually very loud and abrasive. That's the best way to put it in a short term, They're not really like the very like full blown, I can't stop myself from reacting and doing things. Unless the emotions get involved. There's a different story. But they tend to be a lot more reserved for the most part. Kind of like Leo males tend to be. But they can be, especially when they're good times, they can be a lot more outgoing. We're feeling good about themselves, right? Best way to put it. But they're not just like that loud guy yelling across the bar, "Hey, you beautiful woman, get over here. Let me see them cheeks." I don't see that as often, okay? But if you guys do, let me know in the comments below, because I'm trying to expand my thought process behind this, So like right now, I'll say I'm more like at, like I said, almost 90, 10%. I see more relaxed and open up, and then they blow up on you. You just show the Ariesness. That's what I mean, not blow it up, but they show your Ariesness after you get to talk to them a little bit, not just out from the very beginning, let you know, okay? And that dynamic is going to go with that Taurus woman as well. The Taurus woman, you're expecting to be a little more laid back, resolved, calm, cool. Hell to the fucking no. Let me tell you what, right? Almost every Taurus woman I know, man, they can talk. Holy hell. It's like, this is, okay. This is one thing that used to happen to me quite often, right? This is, before I thought it was like a race thing, but it ended up being more of a, I guess, my Aquarius traitness of it, whatever. But like, before it used to be, anytime I talked to like a random white woman, they were like, literally, like, I was delivering pizza back in my days, right? And I would be in the hospital going from the first floor to the 6th floor. And the woman would be right beside me in the hospital, in the elevator, said, "Oh man, I came here today to go see my son. He has an ingrown toenail coming out of his penis. I have no idea why it's growing like this, but it's just an odd thing, random. And I want to make sure that I'm going to get the cream to make sure that I can properly tend to his needs." I'm like, "Hi, I'm here to deliver food at the hospital. Why are you telling me all this information that I don't know?" You know what I'm saying? This is kind of thing that used to be the case, right? And like I said, at first I thought it was just simply because the race, black or white. And it ended up being that, I guess, my purpose is to bring everyone out. Because my Taurian women are all like that. Oh my goodness. Once I open up that, press a little button, like, hi. It comes all out. Great talkers. Great talkers. Great. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Great talkers, very, very personable, all a good job and jazz, right? But that's one thing that, so in this little dynamic here, that you imagine the Aries man would be super boisterous and, extravagant with his loudness, whatever. And the woman would be like this. And I kind of find it the opposite direction more often than not. Like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that the Taurus woman is always just out there, but they're just waiting for that quick fling to be more open and more talkative and that kind of stuff, right? Excuse me. So they're not like, I won't consider the Taurian female to be like a Scorpio in that regard. So all that stuff being pushed off to the side, under a normal situation, I would expect that something's going to happen between these two couplings. So like say, if they're at a bar or if they're at work or something where they're arranged up for a little bit of amount of time, the Aryan guy is going to say something that may catch the attention of the Taurian female, and then from there she's going to latch on that, and then the conversation begin and go from there. That's one thing that I do for Secret the Case. In this situation, like this coupling, man, I just got the 10-minute mark and just not getting the good stuff, right? Sorry about all that. This coupling I do foresee is actually one that is not as bad as you would imagine would be, to some degree. Aries male. Aries is a very passionate sign. They love to love and they love to give to others. They're very generous with their love and the giving. And that's one thing the Taurian female is definitely going to appreciate, because Taurus is a sign that is very possessive. They love to be physical, they love the attention, but they love to be very, that's mine is mine. And so they love to be very affectionate towards the other person as well too. So the best way to put this, the love and the joyfulness and the amazingness the Aries male can bring when they're in a private, not ain't quite more, but they're going to be very, very lovey-dovey affectionate. I can see that happening quite often, very much, because as long as there's no issues involved, which I get to in a second, that Taurus female is going to be very receptive to any physical touch, because of all the signs of the zodiac, barring the whole lustfulness of the air quotes here, buddy, of the Scorpio and how lustful they are, or whatever. Taurus is a sign who loves physical attention, who loves to touch and be physical. So that's going to go hand in hand with the Aries male, because Aries male is going to be all very forward and pressing in regards to wanting to be around her, especially when things are going well. When things are going well, it's basically a whole love ship. No crashing the rocks, you know what I'm saying? But when the rocks do show up the face, for the most part, it's going to be a quick blow up from the Aries side. The Aries male is going to be a quick blow up emotionally, which may or may not be a huge detriment to the Taurian female. Because the expectation here, because one thing that I would be careful when I say this, Taurus is a sign that loves stability and security. It's a homebody type sign, okay, as I said before. And even though the blow is going to be blowing up the way they blow up over here, the Aries, for the most quick spurts, it's going to be quick and small spurts. So they're going to be, of course, sometimes the big anger, the big issues, the big arguments, whatever. But for the most part, they will not last, because Aries is a sign that, one thing I do like about that is they have a problem, they have to blow up and get it out the way and move on. And they not necessarily forget about it, but they're past that. Let's move on for our lives. Taurus is a sign that is actually somewhat of a brooder. Let me stop and think for a second how I word this. But the brooding isn't like other brooders. Of course, you get the horns. They butt heads a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's Taurus doesn't really like conflict. That's one of the best ways to put it, okay? So even though the Aries is gonna blow up whatever and have the little spout, Taurus is a sign that actually really treasures their possessions and their relationship. So they're going to do what they can to actually not apologize and make things better, but to mitigate things from going worse than what they are. So there's actually one thing that would really be really helpful in the situation for Aries, because there are times when people or signs, which are really cut here, and this is more generalized, people, when an Aries blows up on them, they take it in a very defensive way, and then they want to sulk about it and keep carrying on that energy, negative energy later on. That's not something that's really a thing that the Taurian female will be doing here. I say because she stands up for her own. There's one thing. This is another sign, another woman that's pretty independent. But this definitely not above the Piscean and the Leo woman in regard to that thought process of independent women. Like I said before, Taurus is a sign. The Taurus people will be looking for that security and that stability. And it's one thing that's going to happen is the level of, I keep saying the word, I really hate it, but that's what it is. Possessiveness that the Taurian female is going to have for the relationship and her loved one over here is the same exact thing that the Aries male is going to have for her. So it actually be very, very reciprocated. And that's why I said with the whole love shit is going to happen. It's easy peasy because they both are that type of sign to do that kind of stuff. So that actually is a very good thing there. One thing here that is actually good, because like one thing I said before, this is actually for both. I said Taurus male and Taurus female. After the Taurian get their stability and the foundation and everything squared away, like I said, the house, the cars, the career, the family life squared away, it's situated how they want it to do, that's when they're more likely to branch out and do more things experimentally in regards to, entrepreneurship and that kind of stuff as they get older in age. When they're more stable and secure, that's when they want to branch out. The Aries male, unless he's the one being, at least that 10% that I've talked about before, where they're more controlling and more, not vindictive, not that, more like trying to lead the charge of which way you're gonna go and this kind of stuff. Unless they're giving them good ideas, Aries is a very supportive sign. Aries is a hell of a supportive sign. And whatever the Taurian woman is trying to do, well, first off, going forward, the Aries male is going to support and or push her to do that kind of stuff in that kind of direction. Aries is a sign that's all about the action. I love that. Sometimes I hate that part inside of me too, because I'm all about the action as well. Aries. Excuse me for that. Aries Mars. Alright. So I am quite action driven to do that kind of stuff at times. Sometimes I'm like, I just gotta go do it. So that little part of me comes from there. And that is going to be a great offset to the lackadaisical style of a Taurian female. So she may have ideas about wanting to do stuff, but lack the drive to go do it. And the Aries male is going to push her towards doing that stuff. That's a good thing. A very, very good supportive role right there that happens. And also in that case too, the Aries male might have a lot of ideas that he wants to just jump forward and go towards. And the Taurian female is going to be there to hopefully properly anchor them down and slow them down a little bit and put more things into action. Put more things into more potential chance for successful action. That's the best way to put it. Because one thing Aries is known for doing is actually going from activity to activity to activity, because they get bored of it and not showing the success that they want to get out of it and move on to the next thing. And the Taurian female has the ability to anchor some things and actually lays the better groundwork to make sure that the Aries male's plans that he's trying to do is actually attainable, and put things in the right place to make that go forward the way that you want it to go. Okay? So that's one good thing. That's one thing about sometimes having an anchor. Having an anchor for us masculine signs. Fire and air. It doesn't apply to all masculine signs. But anyway, that being said though, it's actually a very good thing in that regards. So in that regards, like I said, there is a potential for greater success. Before you go on there, the Taurian female is probably going to have a stable career and financial stability already in place attached to the Aries male, because of the fact that she is going to require that for her to be happy in a relationship. And if that's not the case, kick the boot out. Kind of like the Leo woman. Just there are times when oh man, I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this. This is one thing. Let's keep going with this shit. So the difference between the Leo female and a Taurian female here is that the Leo female, she is the one that when things are going the way she wants it to go in regards to the relationship, she didn't cut a guy off and move on to the next. Bye-bye. Whereas the Taurian female might stay longer in the relationship because of her possessive traits and fixicity to want to stay and work through things and make things happen because you won't let go. And so you might be in a more toxic relationship because of that, longer than what you should be. That's one thing to be careful of here. Yeah, see, that's cool. I'll make sure I may add that to another video at some point in time. Okay, that's actually a good thing to catch. For me. But yeah, so that being said, like I said, it would have the ability to actually make sure that the groundwork is there for the Aries to push things different directions and help motivate and push the drive further for the Taurian female to reach her goals and attain her goals, depending on what's happening there in the relationship, you know? I can't say in regards to everyone's specific scenario, but there are opportunities for things to be there. Both signs are about family. Both signs are about stability. Even though the Aryan, you wouldn't think that's the case with the way they are. Aries is the act first, deal with the consequences later type sign. Act first, think about it later. Yeah, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And Taurian female can help slow things down to make that better. So actually, as I'm going through all this stuff here, it actually sounded pretty decent, a relationship, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually sounding pretty decent, a relationship for the most part. Man, I was talking to my guy about this. I'm gonna just throw it out there, or not too much information about the Taurian male with the Aries female. It actually sounded pretty good. I didn't do reverse yet, I don't think. No, I didn't do reverse yet, I don't think. But it sounded pretty good though, the way it sounded right now. So, if I did, I'll link it right there if I do have it. I should probably listen to it too, see what I said. But yeah, this actually just sounds like a pretty good combination right here. Very good combination. So, short term, I feel that they'll get along pretty well. Because they both have two different styles, it's going to be very attractive to the other person. Like I said, if not, along with the quietness and the quiet storm of the Aryan male, who's looking to able to be very dominant and or masculine, while being loud and be able to take charge, would be a good offsetting feature that the Taurian female might find very attractive. You know what I'm saying? Talker, listener. Oh yeah, kind of talker too. I can't say listen or not. You know what I'm saying? But that's, you know, good luck with that. But that's actually not too bad of a thing. Short term, like I said, I do feel that they'll get along pretty well. Pretty well, because they have very, very strong qualities that each one is actually desiring in their significant other. In their significant other. That actually is a pretty good one right there. Long term, like I said, I don't really see too much actually be too bad. Aside from this one here, if the Aryan male is more of an outgoing type, trying to do more things, the Taurian female may not be open to that too early in the relationship. Too early in the life. As you start going towards the later stages of life, 24 plus and up, then the Taurian female might work a lot better with the Aryan male. Because you're a lot more settled in the sign and got a lot more stability in the life going forward, so that she can properly branch out and do things. So, yeah, man. Short term, I think is pretty much a good hit, almost a grand slam. Long term, though, like I said, I think it's like a easy 75 to 80% chance for a long term success. Man, it's actually not too bad for a compilation there. Like I said, because I don't really think of anything too bad here in regards to it. Now, unless the Taurian female gets defensive And when the Aryan male says things bluntly, and she can't take that on the chin. Not physically. Take it on the chin, you know what I'm saying, not think too much about it in regards to a negative connotation for that, you know what I'm saying? And roll the punches. Because like I said, one thing, like I'm gonna say it again, my Aryans and my Sagittarians, I would say Virgos too, but not Virgos. Aryans and Sagittarians, they say things very bluntly without malice. And so, as long as you can take what is being said from their male that's not being meant to be malicious, they'll be fine. And as long as the Aryan male realizes the Taurian female isn't trying to be too restrictive with things that he's trying to do to go forward, things should be fine. These should be great, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, it's actually pretty good. I actually like the combination very well. So, hope you guys enjoyed. My man, hope you enjoyed this one too. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this. Sorry about, I said, I got 10 minutes into it before I really start dropping bombs. Sorry, guys. But that's how it be sometimes. I'm a long-winded individual. What can I say? But as always, my friends, stay classy. Be you. Make a wish. Out.